Welcome back guys to another YouTube video. In this video we are going to talk about some huge news for Tesla that could act as a positive catalyst. But before we get in this video guys, I'd like to remind you just go ahead and like and subscribe because it really helps my channel grow. And if you would like to see any more specific content, just let me know in the comments below and I'll be glad to produce that type of content. So recently Tesla was upgraded to a $1,000 bullish case target from Wedbush. If you read here, they said it is likely to achieve its million delivery units target by 2023 with 2022 not out of the question, in which they upgraded their bullish case scenario from $800 to $1,000. The analyst Daniel Ives maintained a neutral rating on the Elon Musk led company and increased the price target from 500 to 560 short-term price. Ives also noted that the steeper electric vehicle adoption curve over the next 18 to 24 months with both Europe and China underpinning growth. So the main reason for this price upgrade is because these analysts believe that Tesla is going to have a huge impact coming in the next couple years as we transition from this gasoline / diesel powered cars to basically an all electric environment. Though this may take, a decade or so, but eventually this will happen, they're increasing their price target mainly because they see a rapid growth in Tesla in the next couple years as people begin to adjust to this new EV world. Now, what does that mean for the stock price? So let's analyze this from a technical standpoint, also keeping in mind of the upgrade that Wedbush just gave Tesla. Now, their price target, keep in mind, is a couple years out. So we're not going to see that for at least a couple more years going into 2023. So this is on the weekly time frame because you have to zoom out so far. So they're expecting this to happen at 2023 based off of the million delivery unit that they are hoping for, but that could happen as soon as 2022 as I noted in the article, just based off the current growth of Tesla. Now let's look from a technical standpoint. So as I talked about in earlier videos, we had basically consolidated from this previous run up for a couple months now. Ever since the end of August, we just basically been consolidating and really haven't done anything. However, we had that huge catalyst of Tesla being implemented into the S&P 500, and that really took off Tesla and really set it to fire. And that's one of the reasons that we've been on such this huge tear in the last couple of days. We've maintained this huge run up. Every day it seems like Tesla just gaps up at open and just continues to go in. So it's hard to lose money on Tesla right now if you're trading it, or if you're investing it, don't sell it, because if you're investing it then you're looking to hold it for a couple years or even decades, and Tesla is one of those stocks that you should have in your long-term portfolio. Now let's take a look at Tesla as I was talking about from the technical standpoint. So on Friday we had this bull flag type scenario right here, and then today, Monday, depending on when you watch this, we gapped up and then we just went for it the whole day. So let's look at this on the 15-minute time frame, the intraday movement. So on Friday we closed at 490, and then today we just gapped open to 503. So we gapped up $13 and we did hit lows of 502. But ever since then, at market open, we just had an amazing day uptrending. We did have a couple dips here, and if you bought in it, you'd still be up. So we were up $32.24 in a day, which is 6.5%. That's huge for Tesla. Now I would say normally wait for a pullback and then try to get in Tesla, but sometimes that pullback never comes and you're just left in the dust, such as back here in the earlier parts where if you were waiting for a pullback, we just kept going and we never got back down to this area over here. Same case, this could be playing out for Tesla, where we never see again a pullback down to the 454 mark or even the 400 mark. So if you're getting in this trade, this is how I would personally structure it. So if I were to get in right now at this mark right here, I'd make sure to have a stop loss at 514. This is how I structure my trade. So if I were to get in right now at 521.85, I'd have a stop loss on this last wick right here, because if we get below this wick right here, then we are most likely downtrending the next general support is around this 501 mark, and you don't want to be in the stock riding that all the way down and back holding. So cut losses, and then you can reevaluate your plan and get back in. But for the time being, if we do stay above this area, the 521, and we don't see that pullback, then what I would do is I would have a trailing stop, and as the stock moves up, I would also move my stop so you wouldn't get back that profit if we did ever pull back down to that initial 414 range where you had your stop. So this is how I would personally trade Tesla. So if I were to get in right now, because I didn't want to wait for a pullback, and a pullback might not happen on a level where you would want to get in, a pullback will happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. So if you want to get in right now, this is how I would structure my trade. Get in at 521.85 and make sure to stop out at 414, and then reevaluate your plan, see where it's heading, let the dust settle, and then you can form a plan once the candles show you where it's going. So going into the session tomorrow, rest of the week, I just would like to see how Tesla's going to perform. Are we going to continue this uptrend to the $600 mark, or are we going to cool off and have a deeper pullback? Who knows what's going to happen, but make sure no matter what happens that you have a trade and that you know when you're getting in, when you're taking your stop loss, and also where you're exiting. Now, if you don't know where you're exiting, always have a trailing stop loss if it keeps uptrending, because that will prevent you from having that pullback. So going into this week today and the following days, I would just like to see what Tesla's going to do. Are we going to cool off, or are we going to have a deeper pullback, or are we just going to go for it? Now let's look at the RSI and see how extended we actually are. So we're in the overbought territory, not too bad as we have been. So like I said, I would wait for some type of pullback, but that pullback may never come on the level that you're looking for. So when you structure your trade, just keep that in mind as well. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to share this news with you that Tesla has been upgraded by a firm, and what they're looking for the long term, and also what they're looking for the near shorter term. But anyways, guys, thank you. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.